Frasier star Kelsey Grammer says Tim Allen, Roseanne Barr inspired him to revive sitcom. Kelsey Grammer returned to his role as Dr. Frasier Crane after almost 20 years. Kelsey Grammer revealed that fellow 90s sitcom stars Tim Allen and Roseanne Barr inspired him to take part in the revival of Frasier. The 68-year-old actor originated the role of therapist Dr. Frasier Crane during his stint on Cheers from 1984 to 1993 and starred in the hit sitcom spin-off series Frasier for 11 seasons from 1993 to 2004. Almost 20 years later, Grammer reprised the role in the Paramount Plus Frasier reboot, which premiered in October. I wanted to prove to myself and to other people, of course, that Frasier was still interesting and still watchable and still funny, Grammer told SSN 24 News Digital. Those were important parts of it. But also, I thought there were more stories to tell about this character because there's more stories to tell in our own lives. The 5-time Emmy Award winner also shared that Allen and Barr's successful returns to the small screen were part of the motivation behind his decision to sign on for the reboot of his iconic show. The fact that Tim was still on a show and then started another show, Last Man Standing, I thought, son of a gun. He knows how to do it, man, Grammer said. The actor continued, he's one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life. He and Robin Williams. Those are I think the two funniest people ever lived. And I consider that high praise, indeed. And I would lavish Tim in praise, he added. I would. I think he's just a magnificent character and person and performer and comedian. Allen starred as Tim the Toolman Taylor on the beloved ABC sitcom Home Improvement for the show's 8-season run from 1991 to 1999. After 13 years, the Golden Globe Award winner returned to television with the sitcom Last Man Standing, which premiered in 2011 and concluded after 9 seasons. While not a direct spin-off of Home Improvement, Last Man Standing shared similarities with Allen's previous hit show. In a 2012 interview with NBC Chicago, Allen explained that the team behind Last Man Standing wanted to replicate the formula of Home Improvement, except that his character would be the father of 3 daughters instead of 3 sons. Grammer told SSN 24 News Digital that he was also a fan of Barr, who executive produced and starred on the groundbreaking sitcom Roseanne for 9 seasons from 1988 to 1997. In 2018, Barr and the show's main cast members returned for a 10th season revival of Roseanne. The reboot's ratings shocked Hollywood, making it the year's most watched broadcast show. Another season of Roseanne was ordered, but the sitcom was canceled after Barr made controversial comments about Valerie Jarrett, a former advisor to former President Barack Obama, on Twitter. Barr later apologized for her remarks and disputed claims that she was a racist. Except for Barr, the main Roseanne cast members returned for a reboot series titled The Connors, which debuted in October 2018. I was surprised that show lit up the way it did, Grammer said of the Roseanne revival. But, she's an extraordinary person. Grammer noted that Barr ran into a little bit of trouble, but added that life happens. Maybe we're a little silly about all this stuff, he said. But she is a great exemplar of comedy, of an ability to make people laugh, that you still think, people always want to laugh. And so I started to think, yeah, it's time. Frasier certainly is as interesting as the Roseanne character or any number of other shows. And I thought, we can find a way for this to happen. And we had a sort of ripe field to harvest as we always thought it would be a reflection of the relationship between me and my father, between me and my son. So that was always going to bookend things. And that was the foundational principle we talked to other writers about. Grammer recalled how he teamed up with showrunners Joe Cristalli and Chris Harris to create the revival of Frasier. They have a kind of silliness that I liked, he said. I was even drawn to it more because in the past we had a kind of sense of how important we were and stuff. I thought, maybe we don't need to be so important. Maybe we just need to be kind of fun. And I think that, we've achieved that. When we quit doing the show in 2004, there was some talk of maybe doing another year or 2, but the writers' contracts had lapsed and the studio wasn't interested in renegotiating because it was already kind of expensive. So I think that's why they let it go. The actor said he wanted to dispel the idea that viewers wouldn't be interested in a Frasier revival or that fans wouldn't embrace it due to their love for the original series. A lot of people think it's an untouchable show, he explained.